Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me with another Hand Making It with Ebony. I had started off creating this tutorial because I was looking for like a luggage tag note card. This is what I came up with. This is the first one that I made. It has a shaker here in the front, sentiment with the flowers, a little bow. Then I was thinking luggage tag. So this is what I did. I was going to cover that up with something, but I was just trying to figure out like measurements and actually what I wanted to do. This is the one that I created in the tutorial that I'm going to share. It does have shaker mix in there. It's just I made the area for the shaker a little large, so it's moving all around in there. With the little sentiment, this was a completed sticker, and instead of doing the cardstock topping like I did on that one, I like the way this little clip looked, so I just kept it like that. And it's still a shaker in the front with the note card on the inside. So I thought this one was cute as well, and this is what I'll be sharing in the tutorial. To create these, I used some shaker mix already gifted to me from my stash. I got it in a swap. I used these glittered hollies. These are from Paper Studio, Hobby Lobby. I had these clips. They're all sizes. Looks like Dollar General. These were gifted to me. These are the K & Company felt stickers that I used. I also used some of these Paper Studio bows. And then the sentiments are the Katie Sue foiled sentiments. I get them off Amazon and also scrapbook.com, and I can link them down below. And that the paper that I use for both of them is the Merry and Bright, and the inserts on both of these are actually just cut aparts. I just cut them down to fit on the inside of the little shaker card. So to create this luggage shaker tag, you're going to need a piece of cardstock that's cut at 3 3/4 by 9, and then for the handle I did a piece that's 2 by 5. So we're going to start scoring on the 9" side. You want to start at 1/2 inch, 4 1/2, and then 8 1/2. 8 1/2. You want to turn to the short side, 3 1/4, 3 3/4, and you want to score at 1/2 inch on either side. On this short piece, there's 3 different scores. On the one that I showed, like my first one that I made, this one is done at 1/2 inch. The next one that I'm going to do is going to be done at 1/4 inch because I do want to fit it on top of this clip for the closure. So you only want to do 3 of them. So with 1/4 inch, the piece that you're going to need is a little smaller. So let me cut this down and remeasure it. So this is actually 3/4 by 5. So I'm going to fold on the score marks for this handle, and then I'm just going to put a piece of double-sided tape on here. I'll put some extra glue. And what I wanted to do with this was attach it to this clip. So what I'll probably do is use some hot glue and attach it to the inside of this clip. So I just want to work this paper a little bit so that it will bend easily, and it's cracking on the side, but that's okay. So it'll go like that on the inside of the clip, and I'll put that on with some hot glue. Let me plug up my hot glue gun. Put that to the side until my glue gun is ready, and then we'll fold on the score marks on this piece for the tag. And one side is a little longer than the other side, the back, just because initially when I did the tutorial, the measurements, I wanted it to be to where you can put a note in the inside, but then I ended up, you know, scrapping that idea. So they're coming out pretty even. So you want to cut the 4 corners off and then make a slit here in the center on that center score line. I will kind of miter the corners of everything. I'm going to cut these off. I'm going to miter this. And so the next thing to do is determine which side do you want to be your front side and which side you want to be your back. So because my paper is the same on the front and back, it really doesn't matter. But on the paper that I used, I had less flowers on this side, so this was my front. You can see how just a little bit at the top where the back is a little longer. So what I'm going to do next is put double-sided tape here where I'm going to put this piece down. This will be my back, so I'm going to mark this so I can cut it down to fit, and I try to do this afterwards just in case, you know, sometimes you fold it one way and it doesn't fit, it's too long. So I'm going to cut this down to match the back of this. And this is the piece that I'm going to write my note on, so it will fit right on here. I'm going to cut my bottom down a little bit too. Cut a T90 more bit off of the side. Make it even, or as even as I can get it. That's better. And then this will go here, and that will be where I'm going to write my message. So I have this 1/4 inch double-sided tape. Make sure it's down good. And then I'll take the backing off. And I also add additional glue just because sometimes the tape dries out. And this is probably going to go in a Christmas in July swap that I'm doing. So I'll put some additional good adhesive. I need to put some more glue in here too. Then this will go over this. This is going to be where I write my note, and then this side will be my shaker side. So for my shaker this time, for this one, I just found an oval in my stash. I just secured it down with a piece of tape and just cut it using my finger knife. For this one, on the outside, I'm going to embellish it with this cute reef sticker, so I only need a little bit of an opening. These stickers right here are another option. These are from Hobby Lobby. Any circle or square, whatever you want to use. You can even use a cute little present and just put a bow, like make a square or rectangle, make it to like a shaker present and put a cute little bow at the top. But this one, like I said, I'm going to use this reef. So I don't need a really large circle. I found this tag in my stash. I'm going to just center it on here. I've already cut my film. I just did a larger rectangle piece, so the sequin won't be too bulky. And I use this Duralar film that I get off Amazon. I have it in a, this is a 0.003, but I also have it in a 0.005. That's just the thickness of it. So I'm just going to put this down. Actually, I'll just put a dab of glue on the back. My hot glue gun is ready. And just kind of eyeball it and put it there, and I'll use my finger knife to cut around it. And I'm not very good at cutting, but because the reef is going to cover it, I'm not really going to worry about it being perfect. This knife is really good at cutting. This is Fiskars. I got it from Michael's. So there's my circle. Like I said, it's not perfect. I'm not really worried about it. And then I'll put my, you can put it right here on the front if you do it smaller behind your embellishment, but I'm going to do mine on the inside because I'm also going to use a one of the cut aparts to put behind it. So I've already put my double-sided tape. It'll go down like that. Let's make sure it's down there really good. Let's take the backing off of the tape, and I'll put some additional glue on this as well. And the sequin mix that I'm using was gifted to me in a swap. I actually have a container with sequin mixes that are already mixed, and then I have another little drawer with just random sequins that I can mix myself. I just separate it because it's easier, you know, when you go to, in a hurry, you go to grab some sequin. You want something that's already made. So that's why I keep it separated. So I'm just going to put this over that. And then that'll be the front part where I put the reef. This is going to fold in. And then I'm going to put the other cut apart over this. So it'll be this piece. Once I get it where I want it, I know I'm going to have to trim some off the bottom and then trim some on the sides. Now the other thing I can do if I want to have this pattern in the back, which I don't because it's already busy, I'm just going to put this on the inside and mark it on the back. So go about right there. And then I always cut on the inside of the line. Gonna add some double-sided tape to this cut apart. Make sure this is down. Take the backing off. Add some additional glue and then put my sequin in right before I lay it down. If it's easier, you can also put your tape on that part. This is the same mix that I used for my prototype. Line this up as best that I can see. That's pretty good. And then press it down. Now I'm going to go ahead and use that sticker there. It already has like adhesive on the back. I'm just going to add some more liquid glue. Position it over my circle. That's really cute, just like it is. I was going to add a Santa Claus head on the bottom, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I also had out some sentiments to use, like the one I have down here on the bottom. This one right here, Merry and Bright. Put it there. I think I'm going to put it on the bottom just because I'm going to have that clip there at the top. So I'll put some glue. Merry and Bright. And my shaker mix is just all over the place. If you want it more in this small circle, of course, make your opening a little smaller, but I'm okay with that. And then I'll write my note here. So then my closure is going to be this little clip. And you can leave it like that with just the clip, or you can, if you want it, make it more of a luggage tag with this handle on it. You can add this cardstock to the clip like that, but I think I like it without the handle, so I think I'm just going to leave it like this, and you can write your note there. So I like it just like that, so I'm going to leave it. I'll have all the measurements down in the description box. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank y'all so much for watching. Stay safe and have a great day. Bye.